a week or so ago, the agency issued another guidance, and it covers civil money penalties and no tobacco sale orders. Those are two of the enforcement tools that we're referring to in the previous slide. Now, what does this guidance cover? It covers FDA's current policies on civil money penalties and no tobacco sale orders for retailers who violate the new regulations in the that were implemented for the Tobacco Control Act. It describes when FDA may decide to seek civil money penalties and or no tobacco sale orders. It talks about the procedures that the agency will follow in seeking the civil money penalties or no tobacco sale orders. And it talks about the amount of money that will be assessed for a violation of the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. It will also discuss special considerations and mitigating factors that we will take into consideration, including good faith reliance on the presentation of a false government ID and the steps that the retailer took to prevent these violations from occurring. And we also take into consideration the money that the retailer has already paid to the state for the same violation. And the agency will also, the guidance also covers the factors that FDA will consider when seeking no tobacco sale orders and how long may these orders last. Now, some of the factors that we'll take into consideration in assessing how much we will pursue with civil money penalties is the nature, the circumstances, the extent and the gravity of the violations that we identify, the retailer's ability to pay, the effect on the ability to continue to do your business, the history of the prior violations at that retail establishment, and the degree of culpability and other factors too. So the agency will take into consideration many factors in determining what we will pursue for civil money penalties, because as I previously mentioned, that fee schedule is up to that amount. So the agency has discretion to pursue a lesser amount for that second, third violation that we previously discussed. Now, what is a no tobacco sale order? What are the requirements for us to be able to use that enforcement tool? Well, the agency will have had to have documented and have identified repeat violations, at least 5 violations over a 36-month period. So the agency, and in that guidance we announced that the agency will pursue a warning letter for all firms for the first violation that we identify. So that as we begin these compliance check inspections, working with the states under contract, the first violation that we identify, we will be pursuing warning letters to companies. Okay, so with the no tobacco sale order, the factors that we'll take into consideration for civil money penalties, we'll take all that list of considerations, we'll take those also under review in determining whether and for how long we will pursue civil money penalties, no tobacco sale orders. We want to know whether the retailer has adopted and enforced a written policy against the sale to minors, whether you've informed your employees about the new laws, whether you've established any type of sanctions for noncompliance with your employees, and whether or not you require employees to verify with a photo identification that they are in fact of age to purchase these cigarettes and smokeless tobacco products.